It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. On the Rams sideline, getting up with their head coach. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making a long trip to the East Coast. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. These guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
With Brock Heward and I'm Kate Scott. This is Jason Sanders on to handle the opening kick. And here we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
A loss of a yard. 3 and out.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by someone who snagged a couple of Heisman votes on his way to the NFL last season, Mint Kyle McCord.
Like so many in his draft class, McCord brings a bevy of collegiate experience from Ohio State, Syracuse, and all along the way, the guy can rip it, man. He's got an arm talent and arm strength second to none. He's got to show it off here at the NFL level.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do and support that win.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Achane. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Shotgun snap, McCord. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handoff running left, Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time right. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards.
That's good.
And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention.
Go.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. McCord from the pistol. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Jalen Waddle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
From the gun, McCord. That one's good to McConkey. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins.
Here's A-Chan from the pistol. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The tackle by Derwin James.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
Let's
9.
go.
At the 11.
On the shotgun, it's McCord. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
I think those big old
9
boxing
yards
gloves
to
might
go.
have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality.
Lights is there, and he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. Sanders sends it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a 1st inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a
Neutral
defense.
zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7. Chargers, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space.
Second
take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert from the gun. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Chargers.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They send the tight end in motion. Hampton. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
The line of scrimmage.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense.
And they take this in for the score. The Chargers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Justin Herbert with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And he's dragged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
Hey, I know it's early, but that's a block that's going to have some repercussions here later on. Trust me. That little chart that those coaches look at to help determine, do I go for two, do I kick it? Well, it now just got on speed dial and ramped up, because when you miss an extra point early, it always seems to affect that decision-making later.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see, currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
On play action here, McCord. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Achane running right. Looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 7-6 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They still have 5 to go here, third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And on to Gordon. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hampton gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's got time here. Drops this one off to Hampton. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Herbert now, blitz coming. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. It's Herbert once more. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Herbert to throw once more. Out wide, it's Allen. He's still going at the 30. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Set. 380.
Running it with Hampton. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Go.
Here's Herbert. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Real high.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there, and that's going to give them the lead.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year, and I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 60 back.
Off the play fake, McCord. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
They give to Harris from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Short pass brought in. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He brings it in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Herbert again. He's got it.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal.
Set. Let's go.
Herbert throwing again. On the screen, this is Harris. He is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now one interesting decision coming up on 4th down.
For the Chargers field goal.
kicker connects there. And that throws the lead to 5.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Shut up. 60 Eagles, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
McCord.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing now off play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dive. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's tackled for a short gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And it's Trent Sherfield. He was absolutely electric. This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Eagles improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. And this is Jalen Coker. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap, Nicole. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Chargers offense getting set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4.
Set. 380.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up 2nd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 2nd down.
After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. From the gun, they go with Harris. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's caught left side by Hill. And no gain after the catch, but a gain still out across midfield. There to the 45. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. A type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Go.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA 1st down. They'll toss it to Harris. Oh, skip ball. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to Hampton. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Johnson finds the football complete. He's going Going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
First and goal, Chargers.
What is it?
Go.
Harris punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun, McCord. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Finds his back. H.N. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
On the shotgun, it's McCord. Caught by Washington, left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Chargers.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert now off the play fake. It's a big strike to Hill. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action now for Herbert. Finds a man right side. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle.
A gain of 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Herbert now to throw on third. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers go up by 19. So we hit the end of the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Hardman with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf.
Try the middle with Gordon. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41.
Panther 11. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's McCord to the air. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Panther 60.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Lad McConkey. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. McCord. This one's caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Dolphins 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Trying again following the sack. This is cut downfield by Allen. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. Give him 32 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
59. Delta. Go.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
At the 10-yard line.
Set.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run with Hampton. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Give them 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Chargers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers go up by 19.
33. Dolphins 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Hardman with a return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Miami offense headed out there now. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. McCoy puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. One of the tight ends in motion left. Hampton now off the middle. Duke the defender. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a first. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's got it downfield near the edge. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield. And a back who can show off his wheels.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
At the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
Go.
They bring a tight end in motion right.
Go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
For the Chargers field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap, McCoy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. To throw, it's McCoy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here he is on third and long. He finds McConkey. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. McCord picking up the pace a bit here on offense.
It's fourth down.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Waddle makes the catch. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4. At the 21.
From the 21. Escapes the pocket. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's brought down after a short gain. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark the comeback?
And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. The big play nets him 17 yards.
It's a gain
And the
of
Chargers
17
will have a
yards.
first.
First down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. There's that man again. It's Hill. And he's got the Charger first down. And that should be all she wrote in this one.
A gain of 14. First down, Los Angeles.
So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Miami.